Hallo, ich heiße Rafikul. Ich komme aus Indien und arbeite bald als Pflegefachkraft in Deutschland. Es freut mich, euch kennenzulernen. I'm sure most of you have didn't understand what I just said, and that's completely fine, yeah. Because 8 months ago from now, I was exactly where you guys are right now. So many of you have asked for tips on learning German, how to learn. So I thought making of a video and explain all the process so that you can master in this language. So if you are new to this channel, I'm Rafikul, a nurse from India, and I just got a job in Germany. 8 months ago, I was struggling with German just like many of you are today. So today I have completed my B2 and secured a nursing job in Germany. So in this video, I will share exactly how I got there, the mistake I made, and what exactly worked so your journey becomes a little bit easier than mine. Creating a system instead of depending on motivation. So when I was started learning German, I was doing what most people do. Some days I would study for 4 or 5 hours because I was feeling motivated, and then next day I barely opened my notebook. I thought motivation would be help me to reach B2, but after a few weeks I realized motivation comes and goes, and if you depend on it, you will never stay consistent, right? So instead of asking myself how long I should study, I started asking what do I need to finish today. So every single day I had a small checklist, learning a few new words, revise yesterday's lesson, spend some time listening to German, and speak at least a little, even if just to myself. If no one is there, I can talk to myself. So some days I studied for an hour, some days for 3, but I never ended by without completing the routine. So yeah, so that's what helped me staying consistent for this 8 months. And trust me guys, consistency will always beat starting for 10 hours for a day and then taking next 3 to 4 days off. So now once I had a routine, I realized I was still making another mistake that was slowing me down. I stopped memorizing words and started learning them properly. So in the beginning, whenever I came across a new German word, I would simply write it on my notebook and memorize its meaning. But after few days, I would forget it, and it's very normal. So then I would memorize it again, then the same cycle will continue. But the reason was very simple. I was not actually learning the word completely. So for example, in German, so in every noun that has an article, and even noun has plural form. And unless you learn all of them together, you will keep forgetting it. So instead of writing just one word, I would write the article, I will write the plural form, and I will make one simple sentence using the word, like using the noun. So it took me a little more time at the beginning, of course, but after a few weeks, I noticed that it was, I was not continuously forgetting the vocabulary anymore. I was able to remember. So that one habit made a huge difference. But vocabulary alone does not help if you, only if you see the grammar inside your classroom. So that's another aspect. That's where the next habit completely changed the game for me. So I surrounded myself with German every single day. So I stopped limiting my German only inside the classroom. So earlier I would attend my class, I'll go home, I'll close my notebook, and that's it. For the rest of my day, my life was completely in English or in my native language or in my mother tongue. So if you think about it, so it was only interacting with the German only 2 or 3 hours a day. And the expecting myself, after that I was expecting myself to become fluent. So I decided to change that. I switched my phone language to German. I started watching simple German videos on YouTube, like while I was eating something or having something. I listened to beginner podcast while traveling. Even when I'm having a work or I'm thinking of German everyday task. Yes, of course I didn't understood everything, but I was able to understand. And in fact, there were days when I barely understood anything. But that's completely normal because you are learning a foreign language. And your brain needs time to get used to a new language, right? So the more you hear it, the more familiar it starts feeling. After a few weeks, I noticed something interesting. Words were sounding completely unfamiliar. Like earlier, I was not able to understand anything. And suddenly, all these things start making sense. I was not translating everything in my head, and I was beginning recognizing the pattern, how the German grammar, how the sentence look like. And that when I realized something, that you become comfortable with the language by studying it, and you become comfortable by living with it. I mean, not only by hurting, you have to live the language, right? Not even after doing all this thing, there were one skill that was scared me the most. That was the speaking part. And this is problem with lots of you. And I think that's something almost every learner, everyone will face this struggle. So I started speaking before I felt ready. So for the longest time I keep telling myself, okay, I will start speaking when my grammar is fluent, when I am perfect, so and so. But the problem is that day never comes. No matter how much grammar you learn, you will never feel 100% ready to speak, right? So if you are waiting for that moment, you are only delaying your progress. What helped me was speaking anyway. Sometimes I would talk to myself while revising. Sometimes I would describe whatever I am doing in German. So my daily life, whatever I am doing, I try to explain it in German. I learned 5 new words that day. I would immediately try to make sentences with them instead of just memorizing or by hearting them. Whenever I got an opportunity to speak with my teacher or to speak with my classmate, I took it. I even speak to my juniors. It makes me feel good, And yes, I met plenty of them. There were moments where I forgot words halfway, throughout the sentence. In between, I forgot the article or I used the wrong grammar, and it's completely fine. But that's exactly how you improve. Nobody learns to speak a language by staying silent. And you are learning a language and you have to speak at any cost. The more mistake I made, the more confident I became. Looking back, I think confidence did not come because my German became perfect. My German improved because I stopped waiting to feel confident. By this point, I had a proper routine, my vocabulary was improving, I had started speaking more, but there was one thing that kept me going on the difficult days. And this was the biggest difference. I stayed consistent even when I didn't feel like studying. Even if there is one piece of advice I want to give to every nerd who is watching this video, remember, so there will be days when you don't feel like studying. There will be days when you will forget everything you learned yesterday. There will be days you will compare yourself with someone who is progressing much faster than you. And I heard all this too. But I made one promise to myself that no matter how busy I was, no matter how tired I felt, after that day, I would do something for my German every single day. Some of days I studied for 2 hours, some day it was only 20 minutes, but I never let myself break the habit completely. Because learning a language, it's not about having one perfect week. It's about showing up continuously for a month. And when you look back at someone who have reached at B2, it feels like they have traveled a huge distance. But the truth is that the journey is built on one ordinary day at a time. It is not going to happen overnight, guys. So one new word, one conversation, one revision session, one small improvement after another. And before you realize it, you have come with much further than you ever imagined. So how I got my job in Germany. So now let's talk about the most important. So how I got a job in Germany. So learning German was just one part of my journey. The real goal was always to work as a nurse in Germany, and that's where Border Plus played a much bigger role than I expected. They did not just help me learning German from classroom training and preparing for my real hospital communication to interview preparation, placement support, and guiding me through every step of the process. I always had someone to turn to whenever I was unsure about what came next, Because of that support, I was not just able to complete my B2, I was able to secure a nursing job in Germany with confidence. So if you are a nurse who is also dreaming of building a career abroad, I would definitely encourage you to take the first step. We have added a link in the description below, so just fill out the form and Border Plus team will get you in touch as soon as possible. Okay, they will understand your profile and they will guide you how you can begin your own journey, right? So that was pretty much about this video. I hope I could add some value to it. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and for such more related content to Germany. So see you in the next one.